Hey there, folks. My name's Kurn. Welcome back to yet another episode of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. This is episode 50, and before I continue, I just want to encourage you, if you have not yet already submitted your guild, to go ahead and give me your guild details over at bit.ly/KurnGS. That's bit.ly/KURNGS. The link is in the description below. Do that, and I will craft you your very own gorgeous, fantastic, masterfully crafted guild spotlight just for you. While you're checking that out, you may as well also check out my guide site, Kurn's Guides, over at kurnn.info, chock full of all kinds of info you need to be a kick-ass guild master. Alright, with that said and done, let us move on to the guild in the spotlight today. That is the Aristocrats. They are a horde guild on the US Wyrmrest Accord server. You can find them at www.thearistocratswra.com. I'm assuming that stands for Wyrmrest Accord. So thearistocratswra.com. The link is in the description below. So who are the Aristocrats? They are formerly known as Jade Forest Brewery, which we featured right here on episode 31 of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. So it's basically the same guild, it's just rebranded and perhaps even repurposed. They are a social, casual, and fun guild. They are rebuilding membership from the ground up, but as previously, they are interested in the player, not in a player's item level or spec or class or anything like that. They're interested in the player, which is a really interesting tack to take. A lot of times you'll see different guilds who are focused on specific classes, specific specs, specific item levels, and they won't look at you otherwise. These guys, they don't care. They care about you, and they want to get to know you, and they don't care about all that other stuff, which is great. So, right now there are no raid nights, which is perfectly reasonable. Ideally, though, they want a flex raid team, which is focused on helping others to see content, to get better gear, and that sort of thing. What they are seeking, apart from just general individuals, are role play and PvP leaders to organize events. They do all kinds of stuff in this guild. It's not just about questing, not just about raiding, it's not just about RP or PvP. They do all of these things. So they are seeking RP and PvP leaders to help organize events. As in Jade Forest Brewery, the guild chat is an out-of-character type chat, so if you don't want to RP, you don't have to RP. Don't worry about it. Let's talk a little bit about Wyrmrest Accord. We did this obviously back in episode 31, and it obviously remains a PvE RP PST server. But they've gained about 6,000 characters. There's now about 146,000 characters on the server. Alliance has gained about 2,000, so they're up to 71,000 characters, while the Horde has gained about 4,000. They're closer to 73,000 characters. But overall, it's an extremely even split, especially for such a large server. It's not a server rather, really renowned for its rating, as the top guild finished tier 15 at 8 of 13 hard modes. So nobody on the server cleared it. That said, the top guild right now in tier 16 is 11 of 14 through Siege of Orgrimmar. So things are getting underway there. There are currently 23 guilds rating tier 16 at all, and that's 16 horde guilds and 7 alliance guilds. The Aristocrats, once again, need to underline that they were formerly the Jade Forest Brewery, but they are under new management. As before, though, they retained the same no-pressure and non-intimidating environment, and they really, really want to be a very inclusive guild. I have to read what they say on their website. It made me laugh. We are an inclusive guild that welcomes all players, regardless of skill level, gender identification or preference, race, veteran status, disability, hair color, number of toes, or whether you have an iPhone or Android. Everyone is welcome with open arms. So that is probably about as inclusive as you can possibly get. These guys will take you in and will embrace you. It sounds amazing. Of course, the corollary to that is you can't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. If you're going to be a jerk, don't do it here. That's pretty much the size of it. Don't be a jerk. You've got to be respectful. It's a female and LGBT friendly guild as well. So, don't be a jerk. Be nice, be respectful, and these people will welcome you with open arms. Be a jerk, and you'll probably be out on your ass. So that's about the size of it. The guild leader is Ryara, and you can contact her in-game either on Ryara or her stable of alts, Leanne, Dexil, and Emery. And you can contact her about joining the guild in-game. So once again, take a look at their website at thearistocratswra.com or check them out over on Horde-side Wyrmrest Accord. Thanks so much for watching. That'll do it for today's episode of Kurn's Guild Spotlight. You can always follow me on Twitter at kurnmogh, that's at KURNMOGH. Check out my blog at kern.apotheosis-now.com and check out my guide site over at kern.info. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here for yet another episode of Kurn's Guild Spotlight.